Main mission.
No, let's play once again one of the Paw Patrol games, this time the Mighty Pups Save Adventure Bay. And I already did some,
mission.
and seeing that there's about half a dozen Paw Patrol games in the PlayStation Network games catalog if you want to wait a few more big, heftier services. The quality might be quite different, so, and that little playing I already done to this shows that this game is of the much lesser quality than Paw Patrol World. For example, once you actually look about it, one very noticeable thing is that
main volume.
There is no about 20 different language settings. So this game is in a sense that is much cheaper. So let's just go and show one first mission, which shows some of the little background.
Everyone, thanks for coming so fast. A meteor landed on the beach in Adventure Bay. Once safe, the meteor fell near the beach without causing too much damage. Work together to find where it landed and bring it to the lookout. Use Rocky's claw to collect and recycle the rubbish on the beach. Use rubble to clear the path so we can move the meteor. All right, Paw Patrol is on a roll. Rocky. Rubble. Go through the obstacles to reach the meteor. Use the left stick to move Rocky.
Alright, the game begins. And
good job.
You got 2 pups for basically every stage of the game. And in this game it's Rocky and Rubble. And I could say that the graphical style that was a little interruption, but hey, still.
Awesome! You have a bag of pup treats. Each bag has 3 treats.
So, your basic of course objectives of the game is that you go through this level and you gather all these treats, and you have to do these quite simple gameplay related tasks. And as much as presentation goes,
look at all those umbrellas. Try jumping on them.
And as much as I can say, the presentation of this game is not...
You did it!
Yeah. I think this game is... I didn't even need to touch controls to do this. So the game is quite strict in that kind of sense that there isn't much space to do.
Someone left rubbish on the beach. Press the action button to recycle it.
Oh yeah. Text, several platforms, so the text doesn't necessarily match what is the actual button. But hey, triangle just grab them. Yep, get the
well
pop
done.
treats.
Use Rubble's drill to clear the rock away. Use the R1 button or L1 button to switch from Rocky to Rubble.
Alright. Okay, Ryder.
Rubble!
Yep, there's a lot of mentions about what characters do going on, and I think Rocky's a bulldog.
Great! Rocky!
Because of the flat face. Correction, Rubble's a bulldog because of the flat face. But you can do this little bit of platformings. Actually, this game is very easy as much as you can say the gameplay is concerned.
You activated the radar! A shield must be nearby. Add the shield to your collection.
Thank you, Ryder. Yeah. Very hand-holding, but knowing that the
Awesome! You
expected
found the first badge.
audience, that might be completely understandable. So just go ahead, gather everything. So
amazing! You're doing great.
Yeah, just go forward, gather all the pop treats, do a little bit of jumping, go ahead. And of course go to the pier as well. There's even a nice little walk cycle, not just slower running cycle. Yeah, I think that's a little bit of you could say some sort of...
Rubble! We need Rubble for this rescue!
Yeah, I know that game is very hand-holdy, telling that use whatever character you want. Obviously, you have to use specific characters for specific tasks. And because there's only 2 of them, brute forcing that way is real easy. And of course, it's always wise to do the observation. And funnily enough, all these pup treats get a little color change depending on what's the pup you are using.
Great job! Just one more badge to find.
Yeah, but every stage has various amounts of pup treats,
the pup treats.
and 3 badges. And they are they are not in that sense hard to find, but you may still miss them if you just dash right through the stages. And so that is kind of the game is. It doesn't feel that.
Rocky.
It feels for adult player. This game feels very limited or limiting because of the very simplistic objectives and very hefty hand-holding. Of course, being that adult players are not necessarily the ones, or not necessarily those of the
Rocky.
target audience.
Look, it's the meteor.
Oh, yeah, it is. It looks sinister.
The meteor is glowing.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
Mighty Pup interaction. Mighty Pup interactions will launch special events. Make sure you're done exploring the level before you leave it.
Meaning those events are those are events that mean that yes,
Rubble.
the story is going forward. So do the explorations first before you do that.
Rocky. We need Rocky for this mission.
Yep. And many things could be said about these games. And I would not go in this kind of sense. I would not call this game really bad, but I would say that it's very limited in how much it actually has in its scope.
Congratulations! You got all the pup treats. Amazing! You found all the badges.
And of course, because this is the first stage, it was very much of a tutorial stage. And with this
Rubble.
Mighty Pup interaction, it's also time to. It ends this episode, and of course, it's also be the one that I'm gonna use this in this review / gameplay video as well. Just a little bit of trickery. I'm gonna make a long delay between this and the previous one. Oh yeah.
Wow! The meteor gave the pups mighty powers. Use the powers to bring the meteor back to the lookouts.
Yeah, we got superhero dogs now. But these are not much of a gameplay element
Hold the
regarding
left
stage
stick down
design.
and press the X button repeatedly to help Rubble use his super strength to pull the meteor.
They're much more of a, you could say, a storytelling gimmick. Yeah. But I would say that they function quite well. Yeah. And I don't think bulldogs were what could be much of a, you could say, strength dogs. I think the Saint Bernard or
The
Rottweiler
left
would be
stick
better.
direction will keep changing. Stay alert and press the button as fast as you can.
Alright. And a little bit of changes so to make the meteor move.
Good job! Now help Rocky use his energy tools to lift the meteor.
But of course, I even with this little exposure to Paw Patrol, I know that all these doggies have different little specialities.
Move the left stick left and right until the claw gets to the right position. Press the X button when active.
Alright. I would say that if this was something like a PlayStation 3 era game, this would appear much
Press the
better.
X button to grab the meteor.
Alright, and this one just moves around. So pick them up.
Mission complete! Good job! The meteor is safe in our hands.
Alright. We got a couple of and we got nice little collectible badges. Oh, that grab looks real goofy. Yeah, perfect stage. Not much problem about that. And of course you get all the little summary of how much you're gonna do it. 7,250 is the absolute, and there's also even extra game modes.
Pop Pop Boogie!
Like Pop Pop Boogie, which is a dancing game. So let's just play through this before doing the final summary. So even though I might say that as compared to Paw Patrol World, this game is way less good. Way sloppier feeling than the earlier one. So, but let's just make the Everest dance. I think that's a husky.
3, 2, 1, go! Pop
But
Pop
I need to say that
Boogie!
this is actually quite
Press the buttons
catchy.
shown or move the left stick at the right time to make a correct move.
Alright.
Shake it, move it. Show 'em what you got, that pop stuff. Do the pop boogie. Do the pop boogie. Shake it, move it. Show 'em what you got, that pop stuff. Do the pop boogie. Shake it, move it. Show 'em what you got, that pop stuff. Do the pop boogie.
Minigame complete! Fantastic! You have set a new record.
Yeah, well, it ain't really difficult. This game is not difficult game at
Show 'em
all.
what you got, that pop stuff.
So, and of course, for the 100% game completion, you have to get through all these mini games perfectly. which really isn't that of a, you could say, much of a thing to brag about. This ain't really difficult game. Like much more adult player, this is much more cumbersome. I think that this ain't that fancy in technical sense. I would say that this is not really much worth money. If you would pay for you, I would not say that don't pay money for this, but if you are interested in this kind of fun, cheap and dirty little cartoon-based game with cute puppies, go for it. Nothing wrong with that. But I would say that compared to Paw Patrol World, this is way less impressive. But that was this. Visually nice, audio. It works, but it's very limited, and gameplay is very simplistic. So not much of hard to say. I would say this is 6 out of 10 game because, well, you know, this is a real solid game, and knowing that if something like 60 points out of 100, and if it, I would say that if it goes between below 50, that means it just completely fails. That's the basic academic scoring. So, but see you next time.